Hello all, welcome to the program Know Your Government by Ekam IAS, an initiative where a government scheme is picked upon, elaborated and is followed by a question which is in line with the UPSC pattern. Today we will look into a scheme which is known as the ECROS scheme, which was in news recently. Now, ECROS scheme basically refers to atmospheric and climate research, modeling, observing systems and services. Atmospheric and climate research, modeling, observing systems and services is the expansion of ECROS scheme. Now, this is a scheme which is implemented by the Ministry of Earth Sciences. Ministry of Earth Sciences implementing the ECROS scheme, and this is an umbrella scheme improving the skill of weather, climate as well as the ocean forecast. Weather, climate as well as ocean forecast and their predictions to be improved is one of the key objective of the ECROS scheme, and ECROS basically means atmospheric climate research, modeling, observing systems and services. Then this scheme addresses different aspects of weather and climate services. One, which includes warnings for cyclones, storm surges, heat waves, thunderstorms, etc. So the weather and climatic changes is in different areas in which can have an impact, like cyclones, storm surges, heat waves, etc. Their prediction, forecasting, etc. is something which is the key objective of the ECROS scheme. Now, the ECROS scheme consists of basically 9 sub-programs, and these 9 sub-programs are implemented through different institutional setups of the Ministry of Earth Sciences. And what are all the different institutional setups of the Ministry of Earth Sciences? First one is something which is known as IMD. IMD basically means India Meteorological Department. Indian Meteorological Department, one. Second one is IITM, that is Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology. Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, 2. National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting. National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting, that is NCMRWF, and Indian National Center for Ocean Information System, that is INCOIS. So this is through these 4 institutions the Ministry of Earth Sciences is implementing the ECROS scheme, which is coming as the umbrella scheme and consists of 9 sub-schemes which is being implemented by these agencies in their respective segments. Say for example, IMD would play for a role in terms of the meteorological data production, meteorological data prediction, meteorological and the climatic change, etc. Whereas anything which is related to the ocean changes and something which is related to the oceans disturbances, etc. will be focused upon by INCOIS. That is how the scheme is being planned to envisage and move upon. Now, as the objective of ECROS scheme is to provide reliable weather and climate forecast. Reliable weather and climate forecast is what the scheme is being basically planning to give to people, and how that is being basically happening is through, first one is through sustained observations. Any changes, sustained observations is something which is being focused upon, one. Second thing is an intensive R&D methodology. Intensive R&D methodology. So research and development methodology is there too, and by adopting effective dissemination and communication strategies. So 3 key modes are the implementation modes under the ECROS scheme. One is sustained observations, one. Second thing is intensive R&D, and third one is to focus upon the effective dissemination and the communication strategies. And that would include to ensure its timely reach to the end users of all services. So the end users of services like agro-meteorological services, aviation services, environmental monitoring services, hydrometeorological services, climate services, tourism, pilgrimage, mountaineering, etc. For any of these activities to happen effectively, the role of climate, if role of having a good weather condition is basically extremely important. So that is how the scheme ECROS is going to have a multitude of area where in which it is going to have an impact. Then, across is also playing a role, key role in terms of employment generation. How? Across is basically generating employment because we have already seen that 4 key institutions are something which has been implementing the sub-schemes of this across, and those are all something which would need people who are bit scientific and people who are bit technologically skilled. So the recruit of scientific as well as technical staff is something which has been happening, as well as to implementation of these schemes at a large scale, you would need people who are definitely giving the administrative support. So that involves the recruitment of people. Second thing is to ensure last mile connectivity of the benefits of this scheme to be reached to people. Now the centers like Krishi Vigyan Kendras for Indian Council of Agricultural Research, Krishi Vigyan Kendras, universities and local municipalities are roped in this scheme. So Krishi Vigyan Kendras, now universities and local municipalities all communicating enough and good information which the people need to take care, and for that to happen they need to recruit people in all these sectors. So that is how the across scheme is also playing a very key pivotal role in terms of the employment generation as well. Now we will see a question based upon the across scheme. Across scheme seen in news is related to first one, Millennium Developmental Goals on Peace and Justice. Millennium Developmental Goals on Peace and Justice. No, this is not related to the MDG goals. Second one, environmental protection of Western Ghats and biosphere research there. Environment protection, though the element of slight atmospheric or the climatic phenomena are involved, this is not a scheme which is predominantly focusing upon the environment part. So option B is wrong. Option C is improved weather, climate and ocean forecast. Yes. So that is it. Before freezing upon option C, we will move on option D, that is disaster management compensation in the event of recent disasters in India. No. So this is not clearly focusing upon the compensation part in the disaster once the disaster has been happening. So the correct answer is option C, improved weather, climate and ocean forecast. Thank you so much.